Transmission.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Open Eyes Network News. I wanted to bring a video out regarding the attack that happened in Nice, France on Bastille Day, the July 14th event that occurred, where at the time of this recording, 84 people have been confirmed dead and another 120 have been injured as a driver of a truck slammed into a crowd of people that were watching fireworks and celebrating Bastille Day again in Nice, France. Now, before getting started with the rest of this video, I wanted to extend my sympathies to those that have been affected by this. I know that I have some listeners that are in France, and if you guys have family or friends that have been involved in this, I extend my sympathies out in a big way. This should not have happened. And I spoke about that on Late Night in the Midlands that I hosted last night and gave some of my initial thoughts with this whole attack that occurred. But I wanted to bring out some of the latest information that we know about this event. The driver has been confirmed. His identity has not been released yet. And as soon as his identity is released, we'll talk about it on our shows. But his identity hasn't been released yet. But the information that we have so far is that he was a 31-year-old resident of the town, and he was a immigrant from Tunisia and had become a resident there in Nice. The man slammed into the crowd with a large truck. From the videos that I've seen of it, it was a semi-tractor trailer truck and was moving at speed. Slammed into the crowd, and, again, so far 84 have been confirmed dead at the time of this recording. The Interior Ministry spokesperson, Pierre-Henri Brandet, said, investigations are currently underway to establish if the individual acted alone or if he had accomplices who might have fled. The man was found with heavy weaponry and grenades in his vehicle. He did fire at police, did fire the gun at police. The police were able to get him stopped and shot him dead. He did have grenades in his truck as well, although from all appearances, it doesn't look like he made use of them. The terrorist group ISIS has not laid any confirmation that this was an action on their part. But as you can see in the screenshot that I'm showing you right now, there are celebrations in the ISIS factions in regards to this attack. And there was 2 years ago, one of the leaders of ISIS talked about what he wants their followers to do, and this is very telling for what has occurred here. He said, if you're not able to find an IED or a bullet, then single out the disbelieving American, Frenchman, or any of their allies. Smash his head with a rock, or slaughter him with a knife, or run him over with your car, or throw him down from a high place, or choke him, or poison him. Now, in a 2014 video, an unnamed French-speaking ISIS spokesperson gave the order saying, there are weapons and cars available and targets ready to be hit. Kill them and spit in their faces and run over them with your cars. So, while this all has been going on in Nice, at the same time that this was happening, the Eiffel Tower was surrounded with plumes of smoke as a fire burned at its base. And while the officials and the official story are claiming that it is not connected, I am going to come out and say, if this is not connected, there's a strange synchronicity that's going on. There's a very symbolic type of thing that's going on with the Eiffel Tower being surrounded in plumes of smoke while this major attack was happening. Now, I've had some people tell me that as far as the truck hitting the crowd of people was concerned, if it had hit that many people, it would have stopped. You know, he ran through a lot of bodies. It didn't seem to impact the speed of it at all. And so maybe it's a hoax or has been faked or something like that. And I will say that I know from experience dealing with tractor trailers, when those things are at speed or when they have any kind of motion speed at all, really, a group of people is going to be like paper to them. It really is. There's not going to be any doubts about it. It would be able to do the damage that they're claiming that it did. I'm not ready to say that this is a false flag. I'm not ready to say that this is a hoax or anything like that. I'm just taking it at the face value of stuff. You know, if we find out later that things may be different, then we'll go from there. But at this point in time, I'm just giving the straight up information that's being released at this point in time. So make sure you guys pay attention to my channel, subscribe to my channel. We'll be putting out new videos every day. You guys can get all of the information that we put out. And again, my sympathies go out to France. You guys are getting hit hard, and there's a reason for it. And you don't deserve it. We'll talk to you again soon.